my name's Paul Shuttleworth, and I am 53. And I decided it was time for something fresh in my life in terms of career. I've been really lucky so far. I've had a great career in television and started at an early age and mainly worked in children's TV on shows like Blue Peter and then working on the CBeebies. And it was just awesome. So I built up through that and through working at the BBC a whole range of digital and communication skills, and then thought, well, how can I apply those to government roles? And there is actually a part of the civil service called the Government Communication Service, which is all about telling stories and sharing messages. And I thought I'd be a smashing fit for one of those roles. And what I was really surprised about was discovering, as I was applying for these jobs, this term digital native. And it was an essential criteria. So it was essential that you were a digital native. Now, if you've not heard of that phrase, what it means is somebody who was born in the computer age, and typically that's thought to be around 1980. Well, I was born in 1970, and I'm suddenly looking at this job thinking, well, hang on a minute, this matches what I can do, but there's this line here saying I don't understand social media and I wouldn't be appropriate. And I just thought, I'm going to call this out. I wonder how many people like me saw these job ads and thought they're not for me. Now, I saw the term in at least 3 roles, maybe more. I can't remember because I decided not necessarily always to go for them. And I'm astonished by the fact that this term was allowed to get through all the kind of the government checks on making sure that jobs are open for everybody. I mean, we often I think we look at jobs and we think, oh, there's no point going for this. They're never going to use somebody my age. And there is a pragmatic, I think, approach to job searches as well, that you go for things where you can really add value. But I think when it comes down to the government, you know, they've got a duty that they have in fact got a public sector equality duty to ensure that jobs are open to everyone. And the fact that they allowed this term in and didn't see it as a problem, just for me smacks of how much age discrimination is just kind of taken for granted. How I started to challenge this was actually going for the jobs, but calling out the discrimination at the same time, saying, I am a fit for this job, but I'm not a digital native. And a result of that was I didn't get an interview. And so I started using the complaints procedure within government to challenge it. And I just got nowhere. So unfortunately, I have now started a judicial review process. So a judicial review is a legal process that challenges decisions made by public bodies. And the beauty of it is that first you contact the public body in advance of a judicial review taking place, and that forces them into a dialogue. And it's through that dialogue that actually they have accepted in a limited way. They're not saying it's discriminatory, but they are agreeing that they won't use the term in the future. So I think that's a win. And it means hopefully people like me will feel more comfortable going for those jobs in the future. So age is a protected characteristic in the Equality Act. You know, there are 7 of them in total, and already the civil service does a good job of monitoring some of those characteristics, but it doesn't look at age. So I'm hoping that my campaign will just raise awareness that there is a potential, that there is age discrimination within the organisation, and they need to open up to the fact that, you know, as well as the government saying people have got to work for longer, they've got to be open to giving them jobs. Yeah. So, you know, it's something that sometimes I see on Instagram. It's the same people telling you you're going to get your pension at 70 who are not giving you jobs after 50. So I'm a communicator, and I've had the opportunity to tell some amazing stories, and I've done that by being brave. And I think what's been really liberating about this campaign is that it's me being brave about myself and telling my story. Um, and I think what you get with anyone of our age is this huge experience of encountering people, sharing people's stories, understanding what they want to say. And I think just sharing their stories with real empathy and with objectivity, so that, what's really unusual for me is to be here. I shouldn't normally be present. I want to be transparent in the process so that people are seeing that other person, without any agenda, telling their story. And I hope that's what the kind of job I'll get in the future will be, something where I can run campaigns and tell other people's stories, and bring change.